Hi, I'm Mr. Versillo, and today I'd like to talk to you about Jesus. I'm Versillo.
Hey, I'm Alex Pichette. This is my garage, and this is where me and Vin have our studio. We've been doing this we've had it for about 2 years now, and it's something we really enjoy doing in our free time, and something other people don't appreciate, and like the process of recording music, stuff like that.
A lot of people really don't understand how much just work it takes into doing it. They think people just come in and play and then it's done. Like they don't even understand how one person plays and they record that and then you just keep adding on top of that. Like people really don't understand that that's how it's done.
Yeah, I'd rather be a producer than the artist any day. I really enjoy just putting everything together and make it into one nice piece of music instead of just playing my own part and seeing how it goes.
Recording is probably something that a lot of people don't really understand. I mean, they might think everyone comes in and just plays everything at the same time, but it's really not even like that. A bunch of people you'll do it separately, so you'll do one instrument and then another one and layer on top like that. And this is our room. This is where we have everything in here. As you can see, it's really not that elaborate. We don't have many things, but I mean, we make do with what we have. So we'll buy different things all the time and just keep trying to get better at it.
I play drums. I've been playing drums for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Fuck you. Can you say how long you've really been playing?
I think I've been playing drums for about 6 years. And I think the first time I went to a studio was maybe like 4 years ago. And you don't realize how bad you are until you go into a studio for the first time and realize that the guy recording you knows more about drums than you do. In terms of where to hit it, how hard to hit it, because you don't realize how hard you have to hit it when you're actually playing, and how to tune the drums. Tuning the drums probably takes longer than actually recording it. And people don't realize that you have to tune it like in how tight you're making the head, and a lot of the times the producers kind of treat drummers like idiots because you'll make like an X on top of the drum. And you have to hit right in the middle to get the best sound, and putting mics to it. And we used an electric kit, so a lot of that stuff you can kind of just skip, so it goes a lot quicker, which is what a lot of people are starting to do now because the sound quality is almost the same as a regular drum. The hardest part about recording, personally, I would say it's the first time after you record and do all these takes, and you hear how unbelievable, I mean for me, this is probably as most people, but when you hear how unbelievable the music that I've created is, I amaze myself to the point where I don't feel that it's fair to keep playing drums because it's so good, you know? I don't know. I guess it's, what people don't realize is, when you're recording drums, you have to practice so much to a click track. So it's not just that you have to remember, because you're not playing with any other instruments, you're playing just drums. So you have to remember the entire structure of a song without any lyrics, without any guitar or bass. You're just playing drums. So remembering what exactly you have to play and playing along with a click that's extremely loud and obnoxious in your ear at the same time, and playing the same thing 8 or 9 times, because once you finally get it perfectly, then you have to record it 3 more times. Because you need to have 3 perfect tracks for them to take bits and pieces from, because you're never going to get 100% perfect. So it just gets kind of arduous just playing the exact same thing over and over and over again, and you're getting tired and your hands are hurting because you're playing harder than you've ever played because you have to hit it extremely hard to get the best sound. And it's kind of a pain, and that's why drums are probably the most annoying thing to play and to record as a producer.
Most drummers hate the fact that I have an electronic drum kit at my studio because they want to bring their drum kit in, set it up the way they want, and play the way that they want, but real drum miking costs a good $200,000-$300,000 at least, just for room treatment and cables and mics and preamps. So unless mommy and daddy supply you with all the cash, like some people, you can't do real drum miking. It doesn't really matter what they play on, because 9 times out of 10, I have to edit the shit out of their tracks to make it sound good anyway. So, yeah, drummers suck. For instance, this track was played by Eric Durini, as you met before. Now, if you notice, this is completely off time. This is garbage. This doesn't sound very good. But if I just drag, click here, click a few buttons, and that's called quantizing. Bass is the second thing recorded after drums, and it's a simple process. It's a very important process. Many people don't understand that. But all you have to do is plug it into something called the DI box, which is this. It stands for direct input box, and you just plug your bass directly into the box, just like it says, and you mess with the knobs to get whatever kind of tone you want out of it, and then it goes straight into the computer, so you don't have to deal with cables, miking, room treatment, any of that complicated nonsense, because bass just sounds better when it's plugged directly into something. It is one of the most overlooked processes, though. Getting a good bass tone is vital, like really, really important for recording to sound dynamic, punchy, very, very clear, and it has to be perfectly on with the drums, or else you get a kind of unprofessional sound.
Bass, the next thing you do is the guitars, and you run guitars through an amp head, and you run to a speaker over here. This thing right here is because we don't have sound treatment in the whole room, so this is a great way to make it sound great. And the way to mic it is a Shure SM57. It's like one of the best, and it's not that expensive, but pretty much everyone uses it for distorted guitar tracks. It's really good for that. And what a lot of people don't know is that where you put the end of it, so if you do it a little bit too far right, a little bit too far left, it'll change the treble of the guitar. It's a big thing.
I'm singing vocals on this track, and vocals is actually the last thing that goes into recording, and people probably think that it's like, oh, you just sing it once and it's over, but it actually does take a lot of time, even with someone as good as me. But it does take a lot of time. You have to do it over and over again. You can hear every little mistake, so you probably end up doing a verse, 3-4 times, something like that. At least. I've always been the lead singer in the bands that I've been in. I like to be in the front, lead man, front man, in the limelight, kind of, So I joined my first band my freshman year in high school, so I've been singing for about 4 years now. I've also been the lead in a couple musicals, Guys and Dolls, Sky Masterson, and Secret Garden, Archibald Craven. I don't know, maybe you've seen him, maybe, I don't know, you could have. I was also in Back to the 80s this year, Corey Jr., the hero of the show, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah. When you're recording, usually the singer has to do something called dubbing, which means, so you would sing the chorus like a chorus, a part of a song that has to be powerful. You would sing the chorus once, And then, okay, so you do it a couple times, however many times it takes, so you can get it perfect. So now,